Any minute now, kids will get on the ice. Now currently 10 minutes late. We have both refs, so the ice just got cut, and we'll get ready to start here the Motown Cup Series in Detroit. Got a lot of different things going on here today. We have pretty much a short bench. Had quite a number of folks that couldn't make the trip out here last minute. Trying to go through. So we're missing, I haven't seen the team lineups. I don't know if Coach put those out, but we're missing one Lucas Barefoot. We're missing Mr. Bolsinger. We're missing one of our goalies, so we only have one, no backup. Well, I guess Alex Kearns is going to back up if needed. And last minute scratch with the Dwermeyer family. Give them a shout out and regrets the personal loss. We do have an extra one here today playing with the Foxes. Might notice another ball off on the ice. It is Levi's sister. She's going to try to help out, do her best on defense with our team here. That said, looks like we'll be getting started here in about 2 minutes. Oh, it's you, yeah. And it's off. Looks like we have Isaac Watson playing on offense on Levi Baldoff and Taylor's line. He's going to gain the zone. Take a shot, goes off the post. And the Eagles Sky turn it around. I'll tell you what, it's a little bit of kind of a daunting team to play against when the team shows up with all matching bags and kind of have, that more professional, organized hockey team together. Baldoff will send one in, and it goes off the glove. He tries to get in there. So on defense, we have, who do we have on defense? We have Ensley and we have Launder. That puck goes all the way back into the Fox's zone. I think they're gonna. Oh, they're not gonna call. They're not gonna call icing. So Launder's gonna handle it and pass it over the front. Puck comes out, and Eagle Sky go D to D. Got Gregor giving chase, and Gregor's on the line with Cairns and Chris Jack. Gregor will send it in and give chase. Jack steps up. He's behind the net. Aggressive. Puck gets hung up on the boards, and they try to get it out. Shelton will poke it back in, and we got Lily Baldoff here on defense with Shelton. They turn it around. Baldoff passes it out, trying to get, but they're going to jump that puck and get offsides. So we'll take it outside and equals in. Baldoff back in it. It's going to be it's a long series as we're going to get double shifts here every other. Got Connor Hyde in there with Leo McFall. We're gonna get a penalty here, and Lily Baldoff gonna draw one. I think. Oh no, Levi Baldoff, with an elbow. So Fox is now on a penalty to play, an elbow by Levi Baldoff. He'll send one in, and got Cody Rakovich recovered. Another shot goes off the defender, Caleb Ensley. Fox is trying to pass up the board, can't get it out. They try a center pass, and Grant Launder steps up. That puck comes out, and the Eagles Sky giving chase. He'll send it around the boards, and Grant holds it in. He'll send it back in deep. They'll try it again. And then they turn it around. Pass up to here Ensley. Ensley gets a good stick on it. Now they're fighting in the boards there. Cairns up. That puck comes out. So the Eagle Sky having to reset. That's going to be offsides. Connor Hyde taking the face off with Watson. Got Lily Baldoff and Shelton. And Shelton will pop back in the neutral zone. Once again, Eagle side resetting, and they'll skate it in. That puck comes around. Up the boards. Watson helping out, trying to set it up. Gets past, gets out. Fox is clear, and Connor Hyde on the forecheck here in the neutral zone. Getting some interference, and they go offsides again. Got 7 seconds left on the Baldoff penalty kill. Eagle Sky in, and Fox is popping back out, and that'll do it for the penalty. Levi gets in there. He'll center it to Hyde. That'll bounce in. Baldoff with the puck, leaving it behind, skating it deep. He'll send it back to Shelton. Shelton will lob one in off the boards. Watson able to keep it. He'll line one up. That gets skied, goes and out of play. So we'll take a face-off here in the offensive zone. Up to Ensley. Ensley maintains the puck. Challenges the blue line. Where is it? Ensley tips it forward. Reger giving chase. That goes all the way down. That's going to be icing on the Eagle Sky. Ball off of the face-off. Eagle Sky carried out. Good check by Baldoff, gains his own. Carrying it in. We're going to get a trip on the Eagle Sky this time. And they collect the puck and get that stoppage of play. So number 53 gets caught for tripping. Going to get a minute and 30 seconds on these power plays for this tournament. Got a herd of kids running past. That's Connor Hyde trying to find. You're good. Thank you. Ensley sends one in, takes a shot. Watson able to finish it. Fox is on the board first. I'm sorry, that's Alex Cairns. Big Alex Cairns. Able to finish off that thrown in. Fox is on the board first. Able to capitalize on that penalty kill in the power play. It's probably one of the, I'll probably count on my hand number of times Fox is able to capitalize on the power play. Good job by them. Get on the board first, and Levi Baldoff getting in the zone. Gets in, takes a shot. It gets held up by the defense. And back to grab it out. They'll toss it out in the center. That's going to be probably icing. No icing. I don't know why. Eagle Sky center pass cut off by Levi. Levi's on chase. He's got Isaac Watson with him and James Taylor. He'll set one in. That goes wide of the net. Watson back collects it. Skates around, finding that slot. He'll try to hit it in, but he gets tipped. And it's Shelton, the last line of defense, able to take the line. Able to capitalize on that breakaway. Finding the 5-hole, Eagle Sky caught back. Shot comes in, bounces off the top of the net. Ensley trying to get it off the back of the net, and it comes out. Colton Jack, giving good pressure there in the zone. And they'll toss it in. Ensley up to Jack. Jack gets a good hit, and they're going to take a penalty again. That's a cross check on Eagle Sky. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I might miss the touch on the icing or not. That one, you know, it's a ticky-tacky call. Sometimes they'll call it if they think the boys can get to it, but don't. That one should be icing. They wave it off again. There we go. I guess it doesn't matter. We had to wheel it in. So back in the Eagle Sky zone here. It comes right back out. Ensley holding it up. Fox has gained the zone. Mason sends one in, goes wide the net, and back around. Colton Jack in the corner. All working the boards. Lounder in there help. Gregor still at the puck. He'll try to backhand it, sends it lazily towards, and the Eagle Sky will cover. Looks like 44 seconds left on the penalty here. Baldoff hiding Watson, stepping up there. Shelton and Baldoff, other Baldoff at back on defense. Puck out in front. Watson trying to push it forward. Come out to Shelton, and he'll send one wide of the net. That puck comes up and out. Shelton able to chip that loose. Now into the middle. Baldoff will pass it to Watson out. Watson with high. That's feeling. Wow, that's caught offsides. It didn't get caught offsides. They definitely were. Hyde turned things around, and now Hyde gains the zone. Pass to Watson. Watson throws one in. It goes wide. Baldoff in the corner, able to evade. And they'll send one all the way up and out. Lounder keeps it in. Watson sends it back around the boards. Levi picking it up. Trying to pass it out in front of Watson. Gets cut off. And Sky on the attack. Lounder doing a great job keeping him wide. Watson can't get to the puck. They'll send it to the slot in the front. That's Cairns. Backhands it out. Didn't see what happened to Watson. He fell pretty hard. That's Taylor getting the shoulder in there. We're starting to get a little more physical here in the latter half of the first period. Back around, Shelton sends it up. We hit Cairns. Cairns on the attack. Cairns passes it over. Taylor takes a shot. Unable to find that 5-hole. They sent it out, but now it's Leo McFall trying to run him down. Back all the way to Shelton and Baldoff. They step it in, take a shot in there, and Ratkovich bobbles it up. Another shot goes wide, and Taylor picks it up. Up, Gregor. Gregor, great way to get around. Trying to feed over to Jack. Can't quite get there. Baldoff comes in there. They send it all the way out. Baldoff sends it up and out to Jack. They're hitting at the line. They try to loft one in. Shelton will pick it up. Melton trying to find Gregor on the line. They say that's offside. That was a close one. Off the face-off. Watson will poke it in. Cairns gives chase. He's in the boards. Watson sends one. Out to Lounder. Lounder tries to get a little deeper. A flop pass, loft, and Hyde comes back out. Oh, back to Hyde. Hyde finds it on the boards. Look, they got people out in front. They try to loft it over there. Lazily trickles past. Cairns, we got the two big men, Cairns and Watson, out in front of the net, providing interference. Ensley pokes it in deeper. Watson fighting for the puck. Can't quite get to it. That puck comes out. Foxes have to reset. Ensley using his shoulder, keeping him against the boards. Watson will take a shot and send it all the way to the net. Cairns on the forecheck. Watson steps up. Ensley keeps it in. Sends it back in deep. Cairns, first one over it. Back to Ensley, and that puck pops out. Hyde back to help. He'll cross pass to Isaac. I've not seen these guys pass like this. Comes out to the center slot. Hyde back with the puck. He'll send it back in. They deny it again. Sky sends it around the boards. Ensley keeps it in. Up to Watson. Back out and all the way out. Lounder back with the puck. Nice pass at the line. Fox is getting the zone again. Trying to find Watson in the slot. Don't think he was ready for that sweet one. And it comes back around. Lounder in there. Spotted, getting to stop. They'll send one across the ice. And a good pass with an open man out front, and now it's balled off. Balled off gets challenged at the blue line. It pops back in. It's going to be offsides by the Sky. Puck back to Shelton. Shelton sends it up and out of the zone. And now it's Taylor on the attack. He's got one. He's got McFall with him. He'll keep it. He'll send one just wide of the net. Taylor centering pass out in front. McFall takes a shot, goes wide of the net. Another one. And the Sky were able to find that puck out in front. Another good pressure on the goalie. Balled up out there with Leo McFall. Looking, trying to skate that in. Finding the slot. And the Sky pop it out. Baldoff able to get a chip there on the line, and they'll send it in deep and around. That puck off the boards. Who finds it? McFall is trying to skate it out. Doesn't come out. Baldoff and McFall working in there. Shelton will send it across the boards and behind. Baldoff trying to lay a hit on the big man as he tries to get into the slot. We got a guy sitting there, and Rakovic covers the puck. Puck loose. Can't find it. Who does? Cairns comes up with it. Cairns looks, trying to flop it out. Gets met with a stick. Now in front. It's Ensley fighting for it. Ensley sends it up to Jack. Jack holds it. Tries to connect with Cairns. Little tic-tac-toe. Fox is in the zone. Over to Greger. And the Sky get it out. Lounder with the puck. Send it up to Greger. And that'll do it here for the first period. Foxes tie the Eagle Sky at 1. And we're back at it for the next 13 minutes for the second period. Heading out there is on offense is Baldoff, Watson, and Taylor. On defense, Shelton and Baldoff. It's a little heartening to see the Twins get to play together here in Detroit. Baldoff wins the face-off, trying to get it forward. They say no. Puck trickles out in front of the net. Taylor up there to help. Against the wall, it's Watson and Shelton. Shelton trying to pass up to Watson, gets right past him. Now he ends up with the puck on the wall. He's got Taylor out in front. Taylor steps up. Shelton trying to find that shot from the point. Unable to get the whole thing on it. Back to help. Baldoff able to get her skates in the way. Trying to fight that puck out. And Baldoff, Levi able to pick it up. Not to use first names for those guys. Levi getting around. Got Lane trying to pull the trigger. Can't get in there. Still with the puck. Trying to push it over to Hyde. And that puck pops out. Lounder. Hit and the line. Hyde back to help. Like how the Foxes are passing, they're doing a pretty good job getting pressure in front of the net and finding guys up the ice so they don't have to skate as much. You're going to need that to save a little of that energy. Good challenge again on the line. They're going to call that offsides on the Eagle Sky. Fox is able to clear, and they'll find a Hyde up in front. Big Fall tries to push it up to Hyde. Got Cairns with them. And get up to the net. They sent it all across the ice. And now Cairns gets in there first. Lounder with the puck. Nope. Cairns ends up with it. Trying to find Ensley. Ensley sends one in. That gets deflected wide of the net. Another centering pass there. And the Sky able to take off. They hold it up, trying to find out in center. They had some guys camping. They can't make that connection though. Hyde off the boards. They send it back in deep. It's Ensley. Ensley pushes it up. Cairns working the board. Ensley steps up. Fall steps up. They send one across the net out in the open ice. Lounder able to find a hole to get it past. They send one back in front, and they got a guy sitting there. Eagle Sky has some good pressure, good position on this shift. Ensley sends it up to Hyde. Hyde loses his skates. Still, push it out. So the Eagle Sky have to reset. That's going to be offsides by the Sky. Ensley trying to chip it out. Doesn't make the way. Ensley gets in there, and they'll Sky one over his stick. A good hit on Ensley. I'm sorry, not Ensley. That's Shelton. Made the wrong call. That puck comes in. Shelton's in the way. That puck comes past the net, and Sky ends up with it. Baldoff trying to throw some elbows. Around the corners it goes. They center that pass. Baldoff passing up the boards. Shelton behind the net, up to Colton. Colton tosses it out, finds Baldoff, and Baldoff has a straight line. Can't get it. The goalie pushes the net off of the moorings on the shot. Puck's still loose. This ref's unwilling to. Shelton steps up. Puck, where is it? They send it back in deep. That's Gregor getting in there with now Colton. Colton trying to feed it to center ice, and Green Sky or the Eagles Sky send it. The Foxes dump one in deep, looking for the line change. Jack's still working in there. Gregor picks it up, trying to loft it in. Cairns back in to help Lounder. And Ensley step on the ice. Ensley with a good chip there. Sky gain the zone. They'll go in deep. They try to center that. Radkovich able to get a glove on it off the stick and help from Lounder. Cairns on the face-off, trying to find Taylor. They center that pass. It's out in front of the paint. Radkovich covers. Cairns on the face-off. With the puck, feed it out to Taylor. Sky on it. Lounder sends the puck out, up the boards. They don't call icing. They haven't been calling much of that today. Puck left behind. Ensley tips it up to Cairns. Cairns turns around, trying to get a handle on it. Can't. Taylor trying to send it further. Can't get enough on it. Cairns centering pass. And they end up with it. So they pass it out. And no icing is called again. Like I said, must be it's Lounder dancing around. Good turn there. Up to Taylor. They get a stick on it. Then it comes back and behind the net. That's Watson stepping in there. Nope, Cairns. Man, Cairns and Watson on the same line. Tough. They send one in off the stick of Ensley. Ensley passes it up to Taylor. It's around the boards it goes. Watson trying to get a stick on it. That's Baldoff trying to work in there. That's Baldoff again. She gets it out. Cairns sends it up to Cairns. Into Watson. Can't keep it. And now it's a little bit of a foot race. They're able to find the back of the goal there. A little bit of a breakaway. After our quick turnaround. Weird bounce up behind the net. Sheldon sending up to Hyde. Pass out to McFall, and he tried to hit Baldoff. He'll send it back in, but offsides by this guy. Shelton trying to connect with Fall. Turn around. That's Lily Baldoff in the corner. All the way to center ice. That puck is loose. Radkovich finds it. Able to stop the play. Shot comes in. Lilly gets it out. It comes back in, and they're loose. Good line there. Fall getting the stick in there. Hyde with some help. Another shot goes off of one of the defenders. Another shot. Rakovic blocks. That's Shelton in there. Another shot comes in, and Rakovic covers again. Looks kind of like a high sticking. Ensley sends it up the boards. Got Gregor picking it up on the boards. Trying to chip it forward. Puck comes in, goes wide of the net. Jack back to help. Trying to get it out. Jack and Lounder. Lounder with it. He'll send it across and out into the neutral zone. That's going to be offsides as the Sky is camping out. Cairns and Jack on the face-off. Gregor trying to get in there. All the way back to Lounder. Lounder and Ensley working defense. They'll push it up to Gregor. Gregor able to dig it off the wall. They get it out. Got Jack trying to send it across. Can't get it on. Cairns able to pick it up, and they keep going. Backhand shot, Cairns. Trying to cut off. That's going to be offsides on the Foxes, but a good save. And challenge on the line by Lounder. Taylor and Watson working that forward, and Watson on the line. Trying to get there, but he gets a stick lift. The Sky turned it around quick. Lounder steps up, gets the stick on it, able to unseat that puck. Walks Ensley in the corner. Able to push it up the boards. Another shot from the point. Comes lazily in. Ensley getting in front. Can't. He'll run with that size. Trying to pass over to Watson. Watson getting around one. They're going to say offsides in the Foxes. Shelton holding the line. And that's going to be a pickoff. Turnover in the zone. And the Foxes get tangled up. Shelton picking it up. He'll send it across the ice. They're back with it. Baldoff back to help Baldoff. And that puck now centered. In the slot. Shelton takes a step up, dishes it up to Taylor. Taylor trying to get a shot on it. He gets up and gets in the face. We're going to get a penalty here on Watson. Going to go on the power play. I think it's going to be interference. Cairns in the corner. Ensley helping it out. Connor Hyde trying to push it forward. He'll take a shot. Comes in. Ratkovich able to deflect it to the side. Another one comes in, and Ensley's got a body up front. Lounder shovels it up. That puck comes back out. Now from the slot, they step up, take a shot. They've got a glove on it. What a great save by Ratkovich. Able to get the glove out there. Through a lot of interference. Barely could see that get through on my side here. I've got a pretty good line of sight from that shot, so great save by Ratkovich. Another one comes in quick. Off the face-off. That's Lounder back. They're trying to chip it forward. They pass out in front. And that puck goes wide. Now back out to the point. Hyde in pressure, able to get in front. Pass back out, and that's cut off. And Cairns, he's got the line. He's got the speed. Picking it up. Takes a shot. Goes into the glove. What a great effort by Cairns. Able to cut that puck off and get it over the net. Balled off on the face-off. Now back to the corner. Sky with the puck. What's happening out? That's going to be offsides. Icing. They finally called it icing. Wow. Ref did find the whistle. Is this still level? Okay, we're level. Come on the ice with some speed. Baldov taking the face off with Taylor. And puck all the way around. Baldov going to send it in deeper. Got McGregor, sorry, not Taylor. Man, for the second time we did that today. I'm sorry, the Taylors and the McGregors out there. Puck back around into the corner. Baldov working it. Jack trying to step up, and that'll do the penalty kill. Baldov keeping it in. Colton Jack picks it up. Can't keep it. Trying to center it, find Baldov, and it comes out. That's going to be offsides on the Sky. Huh? No, leave it. Sky advancing the puck out in front. They get it in. They'll pull away by 2 late in the second period here. Hey, is everything in my bag soaked? Everything in my bag soaked? Fox is clear to center ice. And Cairns and Watson under pressure. They'll send it around the boards. Trying to keep it in, and Foxes can't. Shelton sends it up and back in. Watson laying a hit on. They'll take a shot. A hard one comes in. That puck gets past. Shelton there to help. They'll send it back to Watson. And dish it up the boards, and they send it back. Lilly cuts it off, sends it to Shelton. Shelton will lift it up and looking for Cairns on the line, and Cairns will just send one on net. And that'll do it here for the second period. Eagle Sky 3, Foxes 1. Is everything wet? No. No, the seal on it got weird, so I can't put that back in there. That's okay. Actually, probably shouldn't get this wet either. I don't want it to rust. Is there any chance you could hold that both those things now that I have to dry my bag out? Good thing the turtle box is going to be okay. Since you can, yeah. Baldoff, Taylor, and Watson here. Let's start us off with Lounder and Ensley. Yeah, skate that puck in. We'll send it in, trying to redirect. That's Baldoff to pick it up off the boards. We'll skate it out. With some speed, gets around one. Had only his teammate to get around. He's waiting in the line. They bat it back into Fox's zone. We'll chip it over to Lounder. Lounder up to Baldoff again. They'll send one in. It goes off and into the corner. They send one in. That gets chipped up and over. Lounder in the boards. They'll send it back towards the goalie. Another good shot on the goalie. Rakovic deflects it. That pass should come out. And it's going to be, well, they chip it, so no icing. That's way offside. See if they're weight up. They'll send one in. Goes all the way back to Shelton. Shelton chips it up to Kearns. And out in front. Able to get in there. Puck out in front. I don't know how they didn't find it. Trying to backhand, and Cody Rakovic does find it. Foxes get a little lucky on that one. Able to work together to keep it out. And passes over to McFall, and McFall will send it up. McFall back with it, trying to chip it forward. They get cut off again. That was a good chip there. Back to neutral ice it goes. Hyde. Now Karen steps up. They'll send it in a little bit deeper. Sky controlling the puck. Get backs out. Baldoff. Baldoff sends one in just a little too early. Going to be an offsides by the Foxes. Take a face off the center ice. Pass cut off, and now it's Lilly chasing up. Hyde giving a good body into the boards. They still end up with the puck. Trying to turn the corner. They're holding up, skating around, trying to pass out in front of the net. Baldoff and Cairns get their sticks in there. Sky still with the puck. Shelton back, they'll dish it out front. Cairns cuts it off. Back around the boards. It goes. Cairns sends it around. And Fox will chip it out, and that got Connor Hyde. Connor Hyde, the only one, trying to take a shot, goes off the blocker and into the side. Rocking up and out. Gonna go all the way back down. No icing is called. Lounder back to pick it up. Lounder passes to Jack. Jack will flip it out, trying to find Gregor. Gregor out in the center. Sky will dump it in. Ensley with Jack. Little saucer one in. Goes very wide of the net. Pass comes in again. Shot on net, and Rakovic again following it up. That shot comes in, somehow deflects up and into the goal, finding the back. It took a weird bounce off of somebody. And fine. The Eagle Sky getting a good lucky bounce on that one. Pulling up by 3. Pass back to Lounder. Lounder receives. Holds it up. Sends it to Jack. Jack gets cut off. Jack trying to throw it out. Gets caught up again. Puck comes in all the way to Rakovic. The Sky first one to do it. Baldoff getting in there. Now behind the net. And just taking his time, taking his shot. That puck comes out to the slot. Baldoff trying to get around one. That shot comes in and goes in. Another deflection off of the defenseman on its way to the net. Making it a little more difficult for Rakovic to find it. The second odd bounce is taken in this game. So Shelton will send one in the zone, comes right back out. Fox is turning it around, but Sky still with possession. He'll sling one in. Rakovic to cover. Fox is having a difficult time getting the puck out of the zone. A couple of these last few series. Shelton working that puck, and Foxes end up with it. Clear at the center, where it comes back around. Baldoff hits him at the line. That's Taylor working it. Baldoff again, trying to go after him. Shelton and Baldoff working together, unseating that puck. Shelton up to Watson. Again, we got passes in between, or in our zone, not as good as the passes across the board on the way out. That pass across to Taylor. Taylor will send it back on net. Watson back to receive it on the wall. He'll get around one. Take a shot, goes sky high and up and out of play. Puck turned around. Sky on the advance. Hyde back to help. And Ensley will poke it back to the corner. Ensley working the quarter. Baldoff around the boards. Up to McFall. McFall a little clear at this time. Trying to find Gonna get hit there on the blue line, and it says offsides. Garen's taking this face off, working hard. The Sky take the puck. Passes up and into and no icing. Don't ask me why. Should have been icing. Cross 2 red lines if the refs can count that. Pass out to Hyde, and Hyde on the attack. They'll dance around, take a shot, goes off a skate. Cairns working it in deeper. Now it's McFall who steps up. They'll saucer one and goes all the way out. Are they going to call it offsides this time or what? Hey, how about that? Called offsides this time. Oh, really? Hyde will send one in. Jack working out in front. 6 minutes left to play. Grant can't quite keep it in. They send it across the ice here. Good chip on the blue line there by Ensley, and they'll send one in, up and over. Hyde. Up to Cairns. Cairns with some speed. They're going to call it offsides. Jack working it in. Backing up Levi. Jack in the wall. They will pass it up and out. So they go off Lily's stick, and she's back to grab it. She'll pass it up off the boards to Gregor. Now balled off. They can't quite clear it. They finally do. They turn it around. Balled off, trying to take on the whole team. Trying to dish it out. Now it goes back in the quarter to Gregor. Gregor and Jack now behind the net. Balled off, trying to lay one into him. That comes across to Gregor. Gregor. I don't know what happened there. Didn't look clean. Gregor gets upended. Lily sends one in. That goes back in deep. Gregor back. Clearly some frustration building up. Gregor, backhand pass, trying to find Colton. Comes out to Shelton. Shelton will send one in. It bounces in just wide. I think it hits the post. We'll send it back around. Shelton getting to it. Able to skate it in. That puck comes all the way out, but balled off back to help. They'll flip it up to Shelton. Long shift for these guys. They're working around, trying to find the slot. They found an open guy. He'll lift one in and get. Oh, I thought that one in, but. Shelton will send one wide and probably get a break there. Karen steps on. Lounder and Ensley step in on defense. Don't get a break on this one. It's every other shift. Puck comes in, and Ratkovich covers. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left here in the third period. You know, the guys have been playing hard the entire game, basically double shifting, and I'm proud of how they've kept up with this team. It shouldn't be as off-kiltered as the score shows, A couple lucky ones by the Isaac, working in the zone, able to find the puck, and they turn it around. Kearns picks that off, takes the shot in from the point. And that puck comes out. Ensley up against the boards, gets hit. That's going to hurt. No blast. Now Watson in the zone again. Kearns up to help. Foxes keep him wide. Puck comes up, and that's Watson. Receive it, trying to get it around. They block it off, and they send it back in deep. Ensley to pick up the puck, and they'll send it around the boards. Takes a funny bounce off, and Watson will skate it out. Able to chip it around, but they turn it backwards. Almost able to turn the corner. Ensley up to Watson. Not sure what happened there. Kearns playing a heck of a game, getting in the way there, pretty much everywhere, extending his body to try to keep that puck in. Again, the zone will send one in. Ratkovich will cover. Another one comes in, really able to clear it out to the side. Connor steps up. Able to get it in deep. Willell gets a little bit of a jostle there. Gets back up quickly. Tries to get her elbows up on that one. And that's Shelton. Shelton will skate it out. Carves around one. Gets in there. They're going to call offsides. Shelton sends one up the boards into the zone. Back out the center. Fox have to hold it up, waiting for it. Baldoff finally gets out. And it's McFall hit on the wall. Shelton can't get it in, gets cut off. And they'll gain the zone again. Lilly able to bat it to the side. They take the man, they send it out in front. Baldoff there, other Baldoff there. And Connor now up the boards. Can't get it out. Comes around the boards as Shelton. Shelton gets it out. McFall with Hyde. Stepping in. Hyde with the puck. Chips it over to Baldoff. Can't get to it. McFall handling it, and that'll do it. Foxes fall 5-1. Really proud of how they played here today. Definitely the score a little bit higher than you'd imagine. Fairly good play all around. They did a great job with the short bench and kept at it to the end. Signing out for this one. I think we're going to have another one here tonight around 8 o'clock. I'll make sure that I get that reservation. Look for that Big Bear. I'm sorry, not Big Bear, but Motown tag. Should be popping up here in the next couple hours. So that'll do it for today's broadcast this afternoon. We'll see you later tonight.